So, good morning to you all from a drier today, Amsterdam. It is only 7 o'clock in the morning, so I'm waiting to see it's getting light now. And it's going to be a dry day, so we've got a blue sky at the moment. It rained most of yesterday, but it wasn't too terrible. When it rains here in in the Netherlands, it's kind of drizzly rain. It's not heavy, heavy rain. Not certainly like what we have and have been having in Johannesburg in the last few days, I gather. Okay, so yesterday we met with 6 agencies. So it was a busy day, and it was really interesting because it was a big variety of some agencies we'd met before, some agencies we'd never met. And it was great to just catch up with them and see what the changes are and what they're thinking about and what they're planning for their various agencies. So the agencies we met were Candid, IO, The Family, N=5, Ranking Creative, and Constellation. It was interesting to hear how they're seeing business at the moment, how they see their agencies, how they see their agencies performing. The general mood here in Amsterdam among the agencies is very positive. Some of them had particularly good years. They're all talking about how they've come out of the pandemic. They all certainly are in their offices, although I would imagine we didn't actually even ask that question. There's a lot of remote work going on and hybrid work. But certainly in all the agencies we visited, everybody was there. It was great actually to see all the people. It's a strange thing. It's almost as if we were talking about it as consultants yesterday. When I'm here, I've traveled, there's been no restrictions. The only sign that there was ever a pandemic are some of the signage that is still up. So, keep your distance, social distancing, and then sanitizers, etc. But other than that, there's just no sign of COVID. It's no, you would think it never happened. It's really quite odd. So yes, so I think my main takeouts from the first day were that the agencies have certainly been restructuring themselves. They're looking at how they can improve. And particularly interesting were the digital agencies, where there's been a recognition factor that all of these different disciplines in digital are so specialized and so important, and yet the clients, I think, are confused, and so they would like, on the one hand, to find everything in one place, but they don't believe it. And we've seen that even in our working in South Africa, where agencies are saying they can do certain things, but actually when the client finds out they're not doing it, somebody else is doing it for them. And we were with 2 agencies yesterday who are addressing this particular issue, and the way they're doing it is quite fascinating. It's leading to a lot of M&As. So agency groups, new agency groups, independent groups are forming. They don't want to be anything like any of the existing holding companies or networks, but they are quite deliberately building themselves so they can answer all of these questions and provide a thread through all of the different digital specializations that will satisfy the clients. And when I asked one of the agencies, okay, so how would you then make sure that, or how do you engage with the clients so that they believe you when you say you can do it? And his answer was, we do it on a test basis. So they don't say to clients, give us all your business. They want to do the first task. They want to prove that they can do it, and then they'll demonstrate how they can thread it all together and make it all work. Very, very interesting indeed. And yeah, we met with a couple of legacy agencies as well. So great creative work. Interesting to hear how they've been restructuring themselves for the future. So yes, one of the last agencies we met, 72 and Sunny, And one of the founders was there, one of the original guys. He now calls himself the sort of grandfather. It was his first trip from LA to Amsterdam. And remember, they founded 72 and Sunny in both cities simultaneously. It was his first trip here since before COVID. So what he was saying to me last night was that some of the young people in the agency have no idea who he is. And he can act like a grandfather because so he can spoil them and talk to them. So it was interesting to see how what has happened in the last few years, and then the impact of just the history, I suppose, of some of these agencies. So I'll be telling you more about it on the 29th, and look forward to seeing you then. Okay, and I'll give you another update tomorrow morning. Thanks very much for listening. Bye for now.